Hello, hello, and today is going to be a little bit more of a serious video because the news broke last week that Helen McCrory sadly passed away. And I've been wanting to expand the My Favourite Performances series that I do from more than just the man that I'm currently obsessed with to include some more actors that really inspire me. So I thought Helen was the perfect place to start to pay tribute to such an incredible actor. Now, I don't want this to be a sad video, so I'm going to try and be as upbeat as I possibly can, but I'm probably just not going to be as silly as I usually am. I'll start with the one that I first saw her in, which was Harry Potter. Narcissa Malfoy is one of my favourite characters. I absolutely adore her, and I wish she was in more of the films. But she comes in at such an important time for the Malfoy family in The Half-Blood Prince and then into Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. She just brought so much strength to that character and the family. You can tell that she is the one that is really holding them all together. And the thing that I love most about that character and the way that Helen played her is that even though they are on the bad side, she is doing the best for her family, and you can really warm to her and relate to her because she has no choice, but she just wants to protect her son and her husband. And honestly, she is one of, if not my favourite, of the Harry Potter mums. Another film that I absolutely adore her in is Bill. This is one of my favourite films of all time, and she was absolutely fantastic as Queen Elizabeth I. It was so different to anything else that I'd seen her do. The main cast of that film, who did Horrible Histories, Yonderland and Ghosts as well, are very tight-knit as a group, and their comedy is very specific. And she just fit in with them so perfectly, and it's just such a joy to watch. I can watch it over and over, and I will never get bored of it. And I also absolutely love that her husband, Damian Lewis, was in it as well. And you can't talk about Helen McCrory without talking about Peaky Blinders. Polly is my favourite character on the show. She's a real force to be reckoned with, and she has so much power over the other characters, and especially over some of the male characters, which is very rare for the period that it was set in. She just has a fantastic presence as that character, and when she's in a scene, you can't take your eyes off her. She's just so captivating. And I think Peaky Blinders was her best on-screen performance. It was just amazing. And finally, not only was she a fantastic TV and film actor, she was also phenomenal on stage. And my favourite one being Medea. Her performance in this was outstanding. The emotions were just so high, and she did it so well that some scenes just left me speechless. And the thing I love most about her theatre work is her voice. She just has so much depth that it gives her so much power and presence on stage, and it's just beautiful to listen to. I wish I could have seen this show live because it was absolutely astonishing what she was doing. It looked so exhausting. It was only an hour and a half, but she was putting so much into it. Just iconic, honestly. It's very rare for me to get upset about famous people dying. I'll get a bit sad, obviously, but Helen was just such a talented actor, and she was such an inspiration to me. And from the stories that people have shared since the news broke, she sounded like such a wonderful person to work with, and I just aspire to be like her.